Hey guys, so when I say that strengths apply to every aspect of your life, I'm not kidding. Every aspect of your life. Everyone, meet Scooby. He is the newest addition to our family, and my strengths are coming into play with learning how to deal with this new pup in the house. So, he was needing to be rehomed. He's 8 months old, and I think he probably would have ended up in a shelter because the family was pretty desperate to have to move on. They weren't able to bring him in the new living conditions that they were going to be in, and so they were pretty stressed about what to do with him. So Pooley needed a friend to keep him busy, and he has this whole yard to play in, but he still demands a lot of attention. So he needed a little friend. So we have Scooby now to see how it goes. And here is how it applies to my strengths. So first of all, I wasn't expecting this because he lived with a family, but he came here completely fearful. He was so scared of not only Pooley, but us as well. And he lived in a house with another dog. He lived in a house with kids, with family. He was cuddled up to all of them. So I wasn't expecting that to be the situation. And this poor little guy was he wouldn't even come in the house the first day until like 8:45 at night. When it was finally pitch black out, he decided to trust us enough to come in. So my woo strength when others over is definitely at play. But the thing about that is, with woo, you want people to like you. But it's not that it's about me and I want him to like me. It's about I want to do things to make him feel comfortable enough to like me and to bond with me. So the woo strength might seem like it's a little bit of a self-absorbed strength, but actually it's about others. It's an influencing strength. So it's more about other people and our desire when you have woo high to want other people, or in this case, animals, to feel really comfortable and happy and at peace around you. So we are coming with great strides with that in just 2 days. He cuddles up to me now. He enjoys being pet. He'll come inside easily. He plays with Pooley. Those two are still setting their boundaries with each other, but they're doing so good. And so he is starting to get wooed in our house. He has an issue with men, so he has taken a little bit longer to warm up to Troy. But this morning they were sitting there and he was letting them pet him and love all on him, and his tail was wagging. So we're putting the woo strength into work here. And then activator. That one's being tested for me because I'm impatient. So I'm ready to just I so badly want him to know that this is a place that he can feel comfortable and feel like it's his home. And I want it to happen now. But I have to realize it's going to happen on his time. See, here he is. He wants to come inside. Hey, Scooby, can you say hi? So anyway, activator's being tested for me, but I'm putting things in motion to make sure that he feels comfortable. So my next strength is empathy, and that one's coming in large and in charge right now. I am all about being empathetic to his situation, to the newness of everything, to Pooley and how he's handling it, and even to ourselves and how this is changing our life as well. So lots of empathy coming into play here, which is helping the situation be, just more ease coming in at everything. So empathy has been huge right now. And then connectedness, right there. It's just, we're all connected in some way. And the question is, are we all going to connect? Are we meant to be? Is this something that is I don't know, is it going to work? You can't force connectedness. It's something that has to just happen, and everything happens for a reason. So we're giving it a test run and seeing what happens, and hopefully it's going to play out that we all connect and bond, and this is a nice family. And if it's not, and if we see signs that this isn't the good thing, then we will, his mama is happy to take him back and keep working on finding a different situation for him. So we're kind of, I guess you'd say, fostering right now to make sure that that we are all connected and it works. Communication, another one that's coming in huge right now, because of course the way that we communicate to both dogs is going to be huge. We have to, everybody's staying calm. We're letting him know that he's comfortable and that it's okay and that he's safe. And tones of voice are huge. Words we use are huge. And then they're communicating. So communicating isn't just about the talking. It's about the listening quite often, more at play. So we have to listen. Scooby likes to do just a very subtle, low kind of growl, just a little to let you know that he's not comfortable in that moment. And he's not aggressive with it. It's not mad. It's just that's his way of telling us that, wait a minute, just give me a minute, and then we all come at it slower. And Pooley learns to listen to that with Scooby as well. And then Pooley's way of communicating is much more nonverbal. He is all about pumping up at the chest, and then he gets the crazy pit eyes. So when that starts to happen, I'm on alert and know that it's time to really listen and calm everybody down. And they've been doing such a great job of taking cues from each other, taking cues from us, and also giving them each their own space when they need it too. Everybody's not ready to just be on top of each other nonstop. So they have their own spaces that they can go and feel comfortable, and when they need to listen to each other. Adaptability is next. So, we got to be flexible. We got to go with the flow here. I'm used to working in my office a lot. And right now, my attention needs to go here to these guys and make sure that everybody's safe, happy, comfortable, taken care of, needs are met, that whole thing. So we're adapting and they're adapting. Scooby is doing a great job adapting to his new situation, his new environment. And it's only been like not even 2 full days. And he's running around and playing and having a good time, and he's eating and all that. So he's adapting well. Pooley's adapting to having him around. I would say 90% of the time, he pretty much ignores him. He doesn't really, get too involved with everything. Sometimes he gets a little feisty and wants to play, and he doesn't understand that Scooby's not ready to play yet. So then we just give Pooley some playtime on his own, but everybody's so far so good adapting. And then strategic, we had to have a plan, and I am the first to admit I am not a dog expert. And so I'm seeking outside help. I'm having a trainer come over and assess the situation and check out, how they interact with each other on a professional level and see what's going on with that. We're making a plan in terms of having Scooby have his space, having Pooley have his, so that they both feel safe and comfortable. We had a plan with obviously having the fenced in yard, so they've got plenty of space to run around and play and get their zoomies out, and that way they don't have to get them out on each other. They can get them out here playing ball and fetch and just running around smelling all of the crazy smells in the yard. So that's the plan. Restorative, problem solving. There's going to be a lot of problem solving, and there's been a little bit so far, but it's going great. It's really going well. So, I have to take into account that their individualization. I think I missed over that one. That's my number 4. And, I have to realize they're each their own dog. I can't get caught up in what breed they are. I can't get caught up in what gender they are. I have to take into account the individual dogs, their individual personalities, and their individual circumstances, and see how those play together before a final decision is made as to, what we do going forward. But it's part of the plan to take that into account and just see. It would be great if Scooby could be part of the family and avoid shelter life. So Anyway, that's it. And then when I get too caught up in the problems, then I pull on my positivity next. And, you know, those are a nice balance for each other because I don't live in rose-colored glasses. I think you guys all know that. I see things pretty realistic for what they are, but I also have learned not to dwell too much in the negative and the problems and focus on solutions and the positivity that comes with it. So then I'm also listening to myself to see when my bottom strengths might be coming into play. So if I'm overthinking this situation, I'm stressed. And guess who's going to pick up on that? The dogs. So I have to be very careful not to slip into that overthinking, like, is this the right thing? Is this going to be too much? Is this? I have to think about it, but I can't overthink it. So I when I feel my anxiety start to rise up, I have to be mindful of that. I recognize it. I calm myself down. If I need to, I just put them each in their little space for a minute to get myself calm and nice and comfortable with the situation, to make sure that they're going to be calm and nice and comfortable. The less stressed I am, the less stressed they are. That's for sure. So we're doing a good job of keeping that in mind too. And then analytical. Yeah, I can't overanalyze this situation. I can't take into all the measurements, all the data, all that stuff, and let that drive the decisions. I got to just see how it goes and let that drive the decisions. So overanalyzing the situation doesn't serve me well either. There's other people who can do that and take their information into play. But when I get too caught up in that, then it's not going to work. So context, the past, I can't rely on, well, history shows that pits this, and history shows that male dogs this, and history shows that this type of environment that. Take it into account? Absolutely. Weigh it for what it is? Absolutely. Dwell on it and let it guide me and let it be the forefront of the situation? Not for me. That's going to stress me out. And then again, when I'm stressed, they're stressed, and that's not going to work well for any of us. So I have to take that into account. And in competition, comparing, I can't compare the two. They're two different dogs, and that's a good thing. I don't want them to be the same. I don't know if I could handle a second Pooley. He gets a little cray-cray at night, and it's kind of funny because the puppy, Scooby, is 8 months old, and the puppy is actually calming Pooley down in the evenings, because Pooley's like, oh, wait a minute, everybody, does I have to get all crazy at night? So anyway, it's an adventure for all of us, but just wanted to give an example of how strengths come into play, like I said, in every aspect of life. And here it is coming into play with our little Scooby-Doo boy. Hi, buddies. Yeah, hi. Yes, you're a good boy, aren't you? Yeah. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.